You're listening to The Scrimmage with Daniel Hargrove and Justin Damasiewicz.
I've been inspired by NBA basketball.
Oh, no.
And I think every different kind of Stump, Daniel, we do, we've got Name That Mariner, we've got Whose Stats Are Those. I really like it when we have ones that have a really catchy name.
Okay.
So the name that I came up with for this one is, which NBA team does this basketball player play for in the NBA bubble at Disney World? So, Daniel, are you
That is
ready
catchy.
for round one of which NBA team does this basketball player play for in the NBA bubble at Disney World?
This is not good because I'm not even sure what all teams are in the NBA bubble.
Do you have a legal situation and need someone on your side? Let the law office of Jeffrey A. Damasiewicz be your advocate. If you've been the victim of medical malpractice, suffered a personal injury, or need representation with real estate law, small business law, or estate planning, let Jeff Damasiewicz put his 29 years of experience to work for you. Call Jeff Damasiewicz today at 360-612-3991 or visit damasiewiczlaw.com. That's DAMASIEWICZLAW.com. I also could have gone super obscure.
Well, yeah, because hasn't there been like guys just signed off the streets pretty much to fill teams?
Yes, but because I wanted to make it fair, I only included guys on this list who scored 20 or more points in the past week.
Whoa, you better get these.
Oh, shut up,
You
Braden.
better get them if you've been paying attention.
No.
So here's what I'm
I
thinking.
haven't.
I will ask the question. Daniel, you get to try to get it. If you don't get it, Braden gets to try to get it.
Okay.
If I get it, he should get less points.
If Braden gets it, then we subtract 6 points off of Daniel's score.
Oh,
Okay. All right.
I'm expecting Braden to do way better than me at this.
I'm going to start with one that you should be embarrassed if you don't get, because we literally talked about this guy last week. He is the leading scorer. He is the leading scorer in the bubble, the only guy to score 50-plus points. Daniel, TJ Warren. What team does TJ Warren play for?
Oh, no. Can I look at the NBA standings?
No.
Just the standings.
No.
that's not going to help you.
Could
Well, it would help me.
A list of NBA
Just a
Just
list of
look at the
NBA
teams,
teams.
We had a 2-minute drill question about TJ Warren last week.
The Brooklyn Nets.
Oh,
That is
no.
not correct. So, Daniel, that's a no. Braden, what team does TJ Warren play for?
The Indiana Pacers.
The Indiana Pacers is correct. Okay. Moving on. This is another one. Daniel, you're going to get this one.
Is it Damian Lillard?
It's not Damian Lillard.
That's a
You're
guess.
gonna get this
That's
one.
a wrong guess right there.
Daniel, which team does this basketball player play for in the NBA bubble at Disney World? Chris Paul. What team does Chris Paul play for?
I didn't think they were in the bubble. Wait. He plays for the Thunder.
He plays for the Thunder. That is correct. Daniel, you got one. That was
What?
going to be really embarrassing.
Yeah.
And they are in the bubble.
That's how bad it is, though, Braden. Like, I, for some reason, thought that the Thunder weren't even there.
They're like
They're playing
fourth
well.
or fifth seed.
Yeah, they're the
in
fifth
West.
seed.
Yeah. Okay. Next one, Daniel. Which NBA team does this basketball player play for in the NBA bubble at Disney World? Quinn Cook.
Huh?
Quinn Cook.
Tell him what college you went to. Maybe that'll help him.
What college, Braden?
Duke.
He's a dookie.
Quinn Cook plays for Orlando Magic.
That is not correct. Braden, what team does Quinn Cook play for?
The Lakers.
He plays for the Lakers. Very good. So far.
What's the score right now?
Well, Braden has 2. Daniel has 1. So you have -1. Or -11. Because you lose 6 points every time Braden gets one right. Okay.
That might not be fair, but yeah,
The next one. It's not designed to be fair.
that's true.
Daniel, which NBA team does this basketball player play for in the NBA bubble at Disney World? Should I keep asking that every time?
No.
Okay.
Yes,
Please,
definitely.
dear
The
Lord,
next
stop.
name. This is a guy who you really liked in college and then later claimed you didn't know who he was.
Oh, seriously?
Malcolm Brogdon.
I really liked Malcolm Brogdon.
He
in
played for
college.
Virginia. He was the ACC
Oh.
Player of the Year.
Yeah, that would.
What team does Malcolm Brogdon play for?
I'm gonna say the. Oh gosh.
You're going to have to be faster. We have 20 of these.
20. Fine. Or Orlando Magic.
No, that is not correct. Braden, what team does Malcolm Brogdon play for?
I'm kind of second guessing this, but I think it's a team we've already done. I think it's the Pacers.
It is the Pacers.
Okay.
Braden is correct again. Daniel is wrong again. And my computer is frozen. Nope. Wait. Up, back, down again. Hold on. Yep. Okay. Next
Tried turning it
player.
off and on again.
Jaylen Brown. Daniel, what team does Jaylen Brown play for?
Okay, I actually remember his name at least. Does he play for the Celtics?
That is correct.
Nice.
Jaylen Brown does play for the Celtics. Right now, Daniel, you've gotten 2 right. Braden has gotten 3 right, so your score stands at -16. Okay, next one. Daniel, this player scored 22 points the other day against the Blazers. What team does Jeff Green play for?
I thought that did he play for the Celtics at one point?
No hints.
Okay. Let's see, who else have they played? I'm gonna say the Houston Rockets.
The Rockets is correct.
Okay.
With the hint, you were able to get it.
Yep.
Very good. Okay, next player, Daniel. What team does Fred Van Vliet play for?
Oh, I loved him in college. Oh, Fred Van Fleet plays for. Gosh, I feel like I've guessed him like 3 times already. The Orlando Magic.
That is not correct. Braden, what team does Van Vliet play for?
The Toronto Raptors.
The Toronto Raptors.
Oh,
He
no,
was part of the NBA championship team last year, one of their best players.
Yeah, I remember that now.
This is a name you should remember, Daniel, although I don't know if you'll know what team he's on. Michael Porter Jr.
Oh, he plays for the Nuggets.
That is
Nice.
correct. He does play for the Nuggets. He was a Husky, or he was supposed to be a Husky.
Yeah.
And he ended up going to Missouri, and now he plays for the Nuggets.
Yeah, he had a big game against the Blazers too. That's why I knew that one.
All right.
I've watched all the Blazers highlights.
Next player scored 21 points earlier this week. Jeremy Grant.
He plays for the Miami Heat.
That is incorrect. Braden, do you know this is a tough one?
I'm pretty sure you're messing with him. You're going back-to-back Nuggets.
I did. I went
Okay.
back-to-back Nuggets. So far, Braden has picked up the slack on every single one that Daniel has gotten wrong, which has been more than half. Okay, Daniel. Please get this one right. I've tried. There's a few in here that I tried to lob up some softballs to you.
What?
I
But
thought
this is,
you.
This is telling me that every time we talk about the NBA, we just need to have Braden come and take my place.
I thought you'd get Van Vliet. I really did.
I'm real. That's the one that I'm really upset about.
Daniel, what team does DeAndre Ayton play for?
Oh, he plays for the Phoenix Suns.
For the Suns. Very good.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, next one. Scored 20 points earlier this week. Javon Carter.
Ooh.
This is a super obscure one. Actually, it gets a little harder after this. Javon Carter, he averaged 4.9 points this season, but he happened to score 20 points earlier this week.
Let's go with the Utah Jazz.
Ooh, I'm sorry, that's not correct. Braden, you're undefeated up to this point. Do you know this one?
I know he was for sure on this team at one point. I don't know if he still is. Oh, actually, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go Brooklyn Nets.
It is not the Nets.
Is it the Memphis Grizzlies?
Nope.
Okay,
it's
good,
the.
okay.
He also plays for
was
the
on the-
Suns. He plays with DeAndre Ayton on the Suns. Next one. You have to have heard of this guy. Dorian Finney-Smith. Daniel, what team does Dorian Finney-Smith play? He scored 27 points earlier this week.
I have not heard of this guy. I figure if I guess this team enough, somebody will eventually play for him. The Orlando Magic.
No, he does not play for the Magic. Braden, what team does Dorian Finney-Smith play for?
Mavericks.
The Dallas Mavericks. This is a tough one. Jordan Clarkson, Daniel. It should be a name you know, but he's also a team hopper. What team does Jordan Clarkson play for?
The Dallas Mavericks.
Ooh, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. He plays for, Braden?
I think the Utah Jazz.
The Utah Jazz. I saw it in Braden's eyes that he thought he knew that one. Okay, next player. Braden's really good at this.
Yeah, it's really good.
Derek White. Daniel, what team does Derek White play? Braden knows this one.
How?
You should know this one. He had a huge game like a huge game or huge series. He did something big last year and like became a star for a day.
Gosh. How about the Heat?
That is not correct. Braden, what team does Derek White play for?
Spurs.
San Antonio Spurs. That is correct.
This is
I
the
can't
worst.
count high enough to see your negative score right now, Daniel.
Yeah.
Okay. We have 6 more. Duncan Robinson, Daniel. What team does Duncan Robinson play for?
You gotta know this one.
You can't scoff at me. He's one of the best 3-point shooters in the league.
The Grizzlies.
Nope. Braden, what team does he play for?
The Miami Heat.
The Miami Heat.
The team he's been guessing.
The team you just guessed and got wrong. Which NBA team does this basketball player play for in the NBA bubble at Disney World?
The Monstars.
Dylan Brooks. What team does Dylan Brooks play for?
Oh, that name actually sounds familiar.
Yeah, he averaged 15.9 points per game this season, so he's not a nobody.
If Braden wasn't here, this would be the worst ever. At least somebody can answer questions.
I think Braden
I
being
thought
here
this would
is
be
making
worse.
you look worse. He's only missed one.
I'm glad that somebody knows the answers.
I know all the answers.
Miami Heat.
No, that is not correct. What team, Braden? What team does Dylan Brooks play for?
Well, I actually saw him in an airport once, so he used to play for Oregon.
Oh,
I don't know if
okay.
that helps
Yep.
it. But,
He's very good.
on the Grizzlies.
Yep, he plays for the Grizzlies. Another one for Braden. Bogdan Bogdanovic. What team does Bogdan Bogdanovic play for?
Mavericks?
I would have thought that eventually, if you keep guessing random teams, you'd get one right, but you are failing badly. He does not play for the Mavs. Braden, do you know what team Bogdan plays for?
The Kings?
The Kings is correct. I'm not sharing answers with him, by the way. He's just really good at this. Okay.
Yeah.
3 more, Daniel. You got to get this one. Joe Harris.
Oh. I should know where Joe Harris plays.
I know. I know you should.
He's another guy I liked in college. This is just demoralizing. The Orlando Magic.
That is not correct. Braden, what team does Joe Harris play for?
The Brooklyn Nets.
The Brooklyn Nets is correct. Okay, Daniel. This guy scored 22 points earlier this week against the 76ers, and he's an 18.5 points per game guy during the regular season. So he's a good scorer. You will know this name. Okay. What team does Evan Fournier play for?
Who did you say scored? It was against the 76ers?
Yeah,
I may have been able to do as well as Daniel.
I
on
think
this
you
one.
probably could have. You probably could have guessed randomly the
got
whole
one
time
right.
and gotten some right. Are you looking at the scores to see who they played? Who
No.
played against the 76ers this week?
No, all I'm looking at is the list of teams
Okay.
in the NBA.
Okay.
That's all I'm looking at, which
Okay.
is probably cheating, but could you imagine this going any worse?
I mean,
hasn't helped
if
so
this is you
far.
cheating, I don't want to know what this would have been like if you hadn't cheated.
I want to say the Magic.
It is the Magic.
Magic.
Eventually,
Finally.
that had to pay off.
That was
Okay.
going to hurt if he didn't get that one.
Daniel, you have to get this one because you are a Gonzaga Bulldogs fan.
Yes, I am.
What team does Rui Hachimura play for?
Oh, I know that one. He plays for the Wizards.
Yes, he does
Nice.
play for the Wizards. He scored 23 points earlier this week. Well, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of 20 right.
I got 7 right.
You got 7 right.
Oh, I couldn't
It
have
felt
done that.
it
Never
felt
mind.
like worse.
Even though I let you go first every time, and Braden only got to answer the ones that you didn't get,
That's
he
true.
still got 12. There was only one that you both missed, and that was Javon Carter. Every other one that you didn't get, Braden got.
So Braden would have got 19 out of 20.
What's 12 times 6? Somebody help
Numbers.
me out here.
72.
72. So, Daniel, you got 7 right, minus 72. So your score is negative 65. You broke the record today for lowest score in the history of Stump Daniel. Thanks to Braden.
Again, what that showed me is every time we talk about NBA other than the Blazers, from now on, I cannot speak.
I could have put one Blazers player in there for you,
That would have helped.
but I didn't.
Yeah. Well, with that, we're going to take a commercial break so I can cry. Just tears.